Donald Trump said Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria, it wasn't just a speech, it was a warning. And now, he has put Nigeria on America's countries of particular concern list. But what does that really mean? Is it about religion or power? I am Williams Osewezina, and in this video, we'll break down what this decision means for Nigeria politically, economically, and diplomatically, and why it could reshape how the world sees us. So let's break it down little by little. On November 1, Donald Trump declared that Nigeria was now on the U.S. list of countries of particular concern under America's International Religious Freedom Act of 1998. His reason? He claimed thousands of Christians were being killed in Nigeria. But this isn't just a label. Being on that list can carry real consequences, from diplomatic tension to sanctions and global scrutiny. Let's break it down further. Being listed as a country of particular concern means the US believes Nigeria is either allowing or failing to prevent serious violations of religious freedom. Diplomatically, this strains relations with Washington. Economically, it signals to investors that Nigeria is a risky environment. This could slow down foreign investment. So all of the moves that the Tinubu government is making to get more investors to invest in Nigeria could have received a setback. And politically, it puts pressure on the government to fix religious conflicts, even when much of it is driven by insecurity, poverty, and weak governance, not faith alone. Beyond these possible twists, there is more. Not just politicians and governments are talking about Nigeria. American voices in popular culture have jumped in too. On his HBO show, Bill Maher declared,
"The fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar,
right? No one's talking about it.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting?
Maher's remarks triggered global headlines, but they also sparked questions. How credible are those numbers? Will this simplified narrative shape foreign policy? And did it feed into the timing of the US decision on Nigeria? From Trump, this decision fits perfectly into his narrative as a defender of Christianity, especially to his evangelical supporters back home. But here is where it gets interesting. Connecting the dots, earlier this year, the US pressed Nigeria to accept deportees under a third country deal. Nigeria said no. After that request came high-profile condemnation of Nigerian violence from celebrities like Maher, from US lawmakers, and culminating in the CPC designation. Could these cultural pressures have helped set the scene for Trump's move? Here at home, the risk is that this label deepens division. The phrase Christian persecution can polarize public opinion and be exploited by politicians or activists on both sides. Meanwhile, international human rights groups will likely increase pressure on Nigeria's government to show visible results. So yes, this decision could affect foreign aid, investor confidence, and even Nigeria's global reputation. But its biggest danger might be how it's interpreted inside the country. So, what does Trump's decision really hold for Nigeria? Possibly sanctions, possibly diplomatic tension, but most of all, a battle over narrative. If the world sees Nigeria only through the lens of religion, we may miss the bigger truth. Insecurity, poverty, and governance are what truly threaten our future. And in global politics, sometimes what sounds like compassion is really a calculation. What do you think about this Donald Trump's declaration of Nigeria as a country of concern? Tell us in the comments.